there's always something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. After like, I don't know, over 30 years, my Sears, and it wasn't even a Craftsman, it was a Sears automotive creeper that I've had forever. I broke it. Well, I mean, it sort of works. It doesn't really roll very well anymore, but it's got a nice dip in it. I guess I just put too much weight on the center of it, so I must have damaged it. So I reached out to Vevor, and they were kind enough to send this to me. It's reclining stool 2-in-1. If you look at it, you can fold the thing up and use it as a like mechanic stool or creeper. And when you fold it out flat, you got yourself a real conventional creeper. So I'm going to take it out of the box. There is some assembly required. We'll go ahead and assemble it, and I'll give you my opinion on it. Let's do it. All right, so I've got it all laid out here. We're going to build it on the floor here. Z Creeper Seat User's Manual is what it says here, and we'll see what kind of instructions they have here. There's a couple parts. You got 6 wheels. You've got 4 locking nuts. You have 4 bolts. You have 4 of these reverse thread whatevers. Those are kind of interesting. And it did come with a very short, very interesting looking Allen wrench there, so that's kind of neat. And it comes in 3 main pieces here, as you can see. This is the head, that's the middle, and that's the bottom. As shown, put it together as pictured. So the first thing it wants you to do is install the wheels. So let's go ahead and we'll do that right now. That's your top part. There's your bottom part. And you can see right here, here are 2 of our wheels. And they just, these ones for the headpiece, they just kind of, they just roll into place. So they're like inserts, threaded inserts here for them. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. The casters rotate 360, so when I'm trying to rotate it, all I'm rotating is the caster. It does have a little bite, so I'll use a, once I get it snug so that it just doesn't back out, I'll use a pair of like channel locks here and tighten them down with that. All right, so for this piece, you've got these drop-in studs. They're gonna go through there, and then this goes in from this side, and it's a very unique setup. I'm not sure it works. It's just I don't think I've ever seen a tool or a component that came this way before. And this is what your little Allen head is for here, so I'll go ahead and all 6 of these wheels are pivoting. They're all, 360 rotating casters, so that's really nice. Gives you the opportunity to be able to roll around in any direction while you're on the ground. I really loved my old Craftsman one or my Sears one. I'd never seen another one like it. A lot of the older ones are wooden, and I got mine used at a yard sale, so we're probably talking, this thing may have come out in the early 70s, but it was plastic, and it had nice little trays along the side so that you could put, nuts and bolts and tools and stuff in there while you're working. This one doesn't have any kind of tray like that, although I've seen some modern plastic rollers, but usually those creepers are like the oversized tires for using on like rough terrain or whatnot. I don't know that I need that. I mean, I do have a concrete floor. There's some cracks in it, but usually that's not that big of an issue. And with this, up here, this is a wooden floor with some low pile carpeting where I work on the ATVs and stuff that I work on up here. And again, it's not really something I need to be able to go over rough terrain. I'm not, using it in gravel or whatnot. Okay, so we have these all assembled. But we have a middle piece, and we have to figure out how that goes in there. So let me take a look again at the manual. With 4 nuts and 4 bolts left. So we got a bolt here, and that's gonna go through each of these, and then we're gonna use these locking nuts on the inside. The reason that we're doing that is we don't want this to be so tight that we can't rotate it, we can't pivot it. So I'm gonna tighten that, and then you pull this pin out, we'll be able to fold it up. The other 2 are going to go up here. So setup on this obviously looks pretty simple. I was a bit concerned when the box arrived. It's a very small box, but there we go. So seems to roll nice empty. The padding is like a black leatherette, you know, like vinyl. And it's about an inch thick of foam, with this looking like maybe a little thicker, like 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. In order to move it into the seat position, there's a pin right here. And I think you kind of fold that down, yeah, like so. That is actually pretty darn cool, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen one that could do that. All right, well, I'm actually on another Vevor chair. So let's put them side by side. You can see they take up about the same footprint, which is nice. This one being a few inches lower. And I sit here. That's pretty cool. I like that, actually. You got down here, you've got a little spot to throw stuff, just like on this one, you've got spots to throw stuff too. Okay, but for me, I really need this mostly for, as an actual creeper. Setting that up is pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and get down and see how well she holds my weight. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Sometimes it's the little things, my friends. I genuinely did not have the money to replace the old Sears one that I bought 30 some odd years ago. So the fact that they make these and they were being kind enough to send me one is a really, really nice thing. I guess that'll do it for today. I'm just going to end up down here on the floor because I probably can't get back up without the use of a crane. Till next time, my friends, take care.